Opioid epidemic continues to spread across America. President Trump today declared the crisis a public health emergency, and we are now hearing exclusively from Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi on this issue. Local 10 D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo has more live from the White House. Ross.
Well, Janine, you said it, the president calling it a health emergency, but what we were expecting was that he would do an emergency declaration, a national one. It sounds very similar, but it's a very big difference, especially when it comes to the money.
He had a very, very, very tough life because of alcohol.
The president speaking of his brother's battle with alcohol while addressing the opioid crisis.
Effective today, my administration is officially declaring the opioid crisis a national public health emergency.
Trump, though, then issuing a downgraded declaration. For weeks he had been calling for
a national emergency.
The emergency will not get any new federal funding, but Florida Surgeon General and Attorney General are at the White House today saying it will still mean more help for South Florida.
Doesn't that mean less federal money now for this?
Well, he did it the legal way. Well, the money comes through HHS and it comes through the federal government.
But there's no new money. It's existing funding that has to be transferred into that, right?
But the funding is there, and that's the important thing.
Meanwhile, the White House still not responding to Politico reporting allegations that a Trump campaign data firm went to WikiLeaks for dirt on Hillary Clinton. Julian Assange himself confirming a request asking for emails from Clinton's private server, a request he says he rejected.
The Intelligence Committee that I sit on is continuing its work, hopefully reaching a conclusion here fairly soon, at least something we can begin to share with the American people to give them more clarity. And it's my sense that anything remotely related to something like that would be a part of that endeavor.
And on Capitol Hill today,
motion is adopted without
the House passing a budget resolution that will fast-track tax reform.
It will lead to increased wages for families, for the middle class, for individuals, for the first time in such a long time.
At issue now, the amount of money exempt from taxes in 401k retirement accounts.
401ks to me are very important, and they're important because that's one of the great benefits to the middle class.
The president first saying they should not be touched, then flipping seconds later saying it is on the table.
Well, maybe it is, and maybe we'll use it as negotiating, but I trust me.
Well, we still have to see the details of that plan. Meanwhile, back to opioids right now. Our Attorney General Pam Bondi is on the President's Commission studying all this, and Janine, she's going to be releasing a full report coming up next week. And of course, as soon as that's released, we'll get it out to you. For now, though, that's the very latest live at the White House. Back to you.